afternoon, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good Sunday afternoon. It is November 21st here in Western North Carolina. You are watching Happy's Family Farm. I am going to take advantage of this beautiful day. It's going to be 61 degrees today. So last year, what happened was we ended up having the aisles. You see how the aisles are this far apart. This mower with this bagger didn't fit through here, so I had to bag it all with a push mower, and that was a pain in the butt. It's a lot easier and faster to do it with this. And then I can take some of the baggings and put it on the rows so it keeps in moisture like a mulch. And then some of it goes to the chickens because they like eating the grass and stuff too. So this year, I'm going to make the aisles a little bit wider than this. So they'll be about maybe this much wider so I can get the mower through. And yeah, it's going to reduce my growing space. But to account for that, the aisles are then going to be from here probably all the way over to here with garlic planted in the middle of the aisles. Like this whole row would be garlic, and then on each side we're going to do our vegetables, flowers, anything we're going to plant in between. So that means I'm going to have to reset all these aisles on where I'm going to have them, so we'll have to figure that out. It'll start with this one first, and I'm just going to keep the aisle right along the edge of these here, and then we'll deal with this. And then we'll go over to where we can plant probably 3 rows of garlic, depending on how much garlic we have, and then start with the new one. But first, I'm going to get to weed eating all this stuff down, mowing this again, getting it real short so we can mark out where we're going to start our aisles. Then we want to get some of these grow bags up here. We're going to bring them up to the by where the house is in the driveway so it's easy to get to in the winter time. And we are going to reuse the tops of my little domes I made inside, guys. I'll show you that when we go in. And we're going to make little greenhouses and start spinach and stuff in the grow bags outside. But we'll show you what we're going to do with that. For now, let me go ahead and get all this weed-eated, mowed, looking pretty again. And then we'll start marking out our aisles where they're going to go. And I kind of have to work around these plants unless I decide to move the plants. Okay guys, I'm gonna take a break. I got all this done on this one row here. Next, I'm gonna tackle that side, that row over there, and then we're gonna get to cleaning out the butterfly garden. Pots here. So I ended up moving everything, pulling it all out, mowing it, weed eating it, grouping my pots back together. I am gonna take out these pots every group and leave a 5-foot section in between, like the blueberries. Every blueberry section I'm going to leave 5 foot in between and move these pots somewhere else. I just put them back for now. We're going to make use of all this and grow up all these things instead of, I'm not going to grow on the inside of the garden for mowing purposes. I'm going to put everything on the outside of the garden here, this fence line. But I grouped a couple blueberries and then 2 pear trees all together all the way down. Now I know we got to get another variety of pear. We have all the same kind, and I think we need another variety from what I understand to get these things to make fruit, but we'll look into that. So for now, I'm gonna go take a break, and then we'll be back out to do that side over there. And then, like I said, work on the butterfly garden. But we're making progress, guys. I don't think I'm going to get garlic planted, though, today. I'm probably going to run out of light. I want to get it. There's no point of tilling rows yet until or marking out rows yet until I get everything cleaned up, at least down to here, so we can actually work there without having. And I might be moving some of these plants. Like you see I know they're dead, but I'm going to dig all the bulbs up and move them into the aisles where we're going to want them, and the lavender too. So let me go take a break, and then we will be back out here to get more of this mess done. And if you guys want to know, the loofahs we left out here, I guess the freeze kind of dried them out. So we'll see what they look like after we get another couple of freezes, and see if we can just always leave them out there and then pick them later on. So I'm back out here, guys. The temperature dropped like 10 degrees. It's supposed to get cold again, and we're supposed to get rain tonight, hopefully. I'm not going to complain if we get rain. We could use it. I'm going to pull all these buckets out a little further so I can get the mower down here. I'm going to empty all the buckets out. All this stuff wasn't going to come back, like some of the stuff on the other side. So I'm just going to throw it all out here. We're going to mow it all up, weed eat it, and then just mulch it into the grass here. I'll make it all disappear, then put the buckets back, and then we'll have that. And then we got to make it over to the butterfly garden. Hopefully we can get that done before the end of the night. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to do for planting spinach and some cold weather stuff that will survive if it's a little colder out here. We're going to use some of them domes that I made. We have a whole bunch of the tops. I'm hoping they work. Okay guys, it's getting dark out here. I got all that done. I did not work on the butterfly garden. You'll have to stay tuned to not the next video, the video after that. But I did get all this mowed down again. We will start marking out the aisles after we do the butterfly garden, get it all cleaned out. Now I am going to leave some of this taller stuff. Rachel likes to leave it there, the sedum and stuff. And I think I'm going to do something about moving this. I think it's a hinoki. This thing is not growing. I think it gets way too wet here. So I think I'm either gonna lift it or move it somewhere else. And look what else I found. I found a white lavender that isn't completely dead or dormant. I am gonna bring this in and bring it back to life to see if we can get it to come back and get some cuttings off of some white lavender. So let's go in the house so I can do an ending. It is too dark out here and cold, and too much traffic going by for some reason, but we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So you guys seen I ended up getting that mowed out there. The buckets moved, all weeded. I didn't get to the butterfly garden yet, and I didn't get to mark out where we're gonna do garlic. Hopefully I can get to that in the next video, but I'm gonna end the video here. I brought this white lavender back in because it looks pretty good even after going through a couple freezes. Rachel's gonna cut it back. We're gonna give it some water, some worm compost, and we're gonna try to get new growth out of this lavender so we can prune it because it's a white one. These ones started putting on new growth. And if you watch the next video, we are gonna show you how these did. These are the fuchsia cuttings we did exactly 2 weeks ago. That'll be in the next video. And then I'll give you a hint on how things are going with the ones I cut back. If you can see, look at all the new growth on this fuchsia here. So things can grow inside, guys, and I'm getting new growth on the rose bush. But if you want to see how that's doing, if they're growing roots or anything in here after 2 weeks, just stay tuned for the next video and we'll show you that. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little cleaning of the garden some. Have a good night, and remember, be happy, or at least try.